So you know how a lot of major first-person shooter games like Call of Duty, for example, often have built-in in-game benchmarks you can run, to test your current settings and hardware to see how much FPS you can get along with the highs, lows, and other data. When it comes to Counter-Strike though, if you wanted to do the same thing, there is no official benchmark you can run, or honestly any way to do anything like this by default. So how exactly do you do one in CS2? Because there is indeed a way you can do so. Real quick, before I get into everything, if you're a fan of case opening sites and you're 18+, then check out today's video sponsor, Skin Club. Skin Club is one of the most popular sites to do this with, featuring over 100 different cases you can try your luck on, as well as an upgrade feature, and my personal favorite with sites like these, battles, or aka case battles. The more you play on the site and level up too, you can unlock free cases that you can open daily, as well as complete the various missions for even more rewards. To keep things fresh as well, every month there's always a new event featuring new cases, giveaways, and points for anyone who participates. Best of all, the entire site is provably fair and you can verify anything you think might not be legit. If you want to play and you're 18+, use code CAZE when depositing through one of their various deposit methods to get an extra 7% bonus for free. And thanks again to Skin Club for sponsoring. Alright, with that said and out of the way, in order to run a benchmark in Counter-Strike, they're basically all community made, so you have to go to the community section of Steam to download everything that you're going to need to do this. So knowing that, if you come to the Steam website, log in, and then go to community and specifically workshop right here, that will take you to this page where you can then search for Counter-Strike, or you can go to your recently played games like I can and select Counter-Strike from here. This will bring you to the official workshop page for the game. And here, as you can see partially right here, it's already showing most popular maps this week. If you come up to the search bar and type in FPS benchmark, exactly like I've done before, when you search for this, you'll see all these maps load in here, but the ones we're looking at specifically are gonna be the top two right here. The FPS benchmark Dust 2 and the FPS benchmark for Ancient. I did want to also show you guys the DE Inferno one too, but for some reason I can't get this one to work whatsoever. But yeah, for the two that do work, go ahead and click the green plus icons on them if you haven't already. If you have, then they'll show up as these like check marks instead. Make sure you do that so they'll show up in your game. So then next, when you go to boot up your game, if you click play and then go to the workshop maps tab, you can find them in here. I'm just gonna search for FPS so I can sort them out because I got so many. And boom, here they are. FPS benchmark for Ancient and then the one for Dust 2. I'm gonna run through both of these while I'm recording just so you guys can see what exactly I'm pulling FPS wise, and also because I'm curious to see what will happen. Starting off with the Dust 2 one first, when you go ahead and click go, it's basically gonna load you right into the map right away and start everything automatically. You don't even need to do anything, which is really nice. And then you're simply just gonna sit back and let it do its thing. It's gonna do this run through where a whole bunch of different stuff happens. It's gonna be a lot of bots throwing nades and smokes. You'll see a few bomb explosions go off. You'll see multiple different nades go off. And it's basically all an attempt to imitate exactly what would happen if you were in an official server playing an actual game of Counter-Strike. It's supposed to be replicating the normal things that would happen. And while this is fully client-sided, meaning your computer is doing all the work here, there is no server involved, it means you're probably going to get slightly less performance than you would actually get within an official server game, but it still gives you a really good idea of how your computer plays the game with the current settings you have and the current specs you have. You'll see on screen by default it does have the show FPS command enabled, so if you do want to get rid of that, you can do CL_show FPS 0 to make that go away, and then it's a lot cleaner that way. But yeah, this one here is about to wrap up, and when it does, you'll see it fades out to black, this pops up, your console pops up, you have to wait for it to disconnect you from the map, and then boom, you get all of these statistics. Now, I'll be honest, I don't know what a lot of this right here means, but what I'm looking at specifically is this line right here. For this FPS benchmark on Dust 2, you can see I got an average of 176 frames with 1% lows at 99.4, so about 99 frames. Not too bad at all. Now, I'm gonna go and just click X out of that, go back to the workshop maps, and select the Ancient one, because now let's go ahead and run this one. Same thing goes for this one. When you click on it and then click go, it's gonna load you right into the map and start everything for you right away. You don't gotta do anything. And to be honest, to make this look cleaner, we're gonna go ahead and CL show FPS 0. And the whole thing with this Ancient map, because you might be wondering why I'm running two benchmarks instead of just one on Dust 2. Dust 2 is a very easy map to run. Ancient, on the other hand, is not so easy considering how much water there is and other stuff happening within the map. There's a lot more going on in this map than there is Dust 2. And that's exactly what this one focuses on. It's supposed to be a little bit harder of a test, I think, especially because of all that water. And do keep in mind, the same thing goes that I was saying for the Dust 2 map. This is all client-sided, none of this is server-sided like a typical game would be, so you're probably going to see slightly less FPS or slightly less performance than you would see in an official game on an official server. But dude, it's still so cool to see these fly-throughs. I don't know how people make stuff like this, but I just love watching these go through. Like, they're so cool just flying around the map and watching everything happen. Now that's it for the ancient one. Again, you'll have your console pop up that'll disconnect you before showing you your stats. And boom, we got an average of 156 frames on that one. Definitely a little bit lower. You can see what I mean by ancient's a little bit harder to run. With my 1% lows at 79.2. Honestly, not bad at all while recording. Like I said though, if you do want to try out both these maps for yourself, run the benchmarks for yourselves, links are going to be in the description below. And yeah, if you did make it this far in the video, definitely make sure you guys do drop a like and of course subscribe if you're new. And yeah, now whatever video is showing on your screen, the YouTube algorithm thinks you might like. So do me a favor and go check it out.